Hey, what's happening, guys? Happy Independence Day to those of you here in the United States. And since it is Independence Day, well, that means it's July, and well, we were supposed to finish this project up and give it away at the end of June, but well, that didn't happen. So, where we left off, did I not make this big enough to flip around? Hang on. Was trying to solder on the sounder, beep, or whatever you want to call it, and had no luck because apparently I overheated the center part and I can't get a wire to stick to it, blah blah blah. We're just going to replace that with a different type of buzzer, that's all. And we're going to come back and finish up on part D here. As you can see, part D is the resistance and buzzer circuit. So we're going to need some resistors, a PTC, and a couple of caps. Am I missing a cap? Here's my resistors. There's one cap. There's the PTC. Yeah, we have capacitors. It won't be a big deal. We'll make it work. They are what value? Oh, 0.001 microfarad, 102s. Yeah, we definitely got some. No problems. All right, so where are we going to start? I guess we're going to start at C16 and 17. Oops. So there's C17. No. C17, C16, and the resistors. Boy, they really... Take a look at this here. Let's zoom in. Okay. So here's this area we're working on here. Now, if you remember from earlier in our soldering doing this, we're doing the vertical resistors. And the part with the circle is what gets the resistors. So we see here resistor 57, resistor 58. They're going to go in these two slots here, which means our capacitors are going across this way. I'm guessing from the diagram they're showing us, saying C17 goes on top, C16 goes on the bottom. So let's put one in. And then I'll go find another 0.01. Be right back. Alright, I don't know if you guys will be able to read that or not. $102. And it was in, you can believe this, the absolute last bag that I picked up. Because that's how it always is, right? Let's get this in place so you guys can get a better view of where we're soldering there. Make our nice little Hershey's Kiss. Yes, I just soldered one of each. Then I'm going to come over, make sure they're sitting okay, which they are. And then I'll finish by getting the other two soldered in. So at the end of this, if it works, I will tack on a little video from our 4th of July fireworks. We did our Saturday night here. I had some great footage I wanted to share with you guys. That's the wrong things. From a trip last week to the Carnegie Science Center in Pittsburgh. But my new phone, the Google Pixel 6 Pro, that's what it is. It recorded the video in a different format than my editor likes, so I'll either have to convert that or something. All right, let's move on next. R57 is a 330 kilo ohm. Ow. Man. These are some nice quality components, I'll tell you guys that. Like, I got all the respect in the world for the Chinese companies who manufacture, you know, this stuff just dirt cheap, but did I mess something up here? I screwed something up, but I'm not sure how I did it. So I'm going to put in 57, but it needs to go that way. So, where are we at here? See how it's showing that? It looks to me like C16, which should be okay. I think I did C16 wrong. Hang on. All right, let's try it again. I believe that capacitor is supposed to go there. All right. That should put us back in the running to get everything working, right? Maybe? I hope. Now, we should be able to put in 57. And 58, which is a 1 meg. So here's an interesting story for you guys. Blake drives a 2006 Dodge Dart. Nice little car. 5-speed automatic or manual. And he's good at it. That's, you know, what he learned to drive on, basically. And we live on a hill. Can you tell where this is going already? So yesterday afternoon, there's a knock at my door. I open the door, and the next door neighbor's out there along with her kid, and another neighbor, and they're like, hey, your car's rolling down the hill. I look out, and it's Blake's car. Mine's in the garage. I yell upstairs, Blake. So he comes downstairs, he's like, what? I'm like, your car's rolling down the street. So he runs out. It wasn't rolling quickly. It was actually rolling quite slowly. So he was able to go up, open the door, and stop it and put it back. So now he has a chalk under his wheel. And yes, I have told him many times to turn his wheel to the curb. Yeah, teenagers, you know. So that was only slightly frightening, because this is a steep hill, and it ends in the Ohio River at the bottom of it, which is about a half mile away. And wow, I mean, he wouldn't have gotten to the river with the car, but could have, and he could have hit a whole bunch of stuff along the way too. So that was no bueno. All right, now we are on to R53, which is another 1 meg. That one's hiding clear over in there. So if you're building this kit, it's not hard. I haven't come across any difficult soldering at all. But, you know, if you're like me and you enjoy soldering because it's relaxing and, you know, put your mind at ease, well, you can see my mind was a little bit too at ease, and I put something in the wrong place, and in the wrong direction. So yeah, that was my bad, but let it serve as a example to you. You gotta pay attention when you're doing these. All right, R51, another 1 meg. So we'll put that guy in there. I tell you, I am really, really, really not looking forward to Blake leaving for college. I mean, of course I want him to go and be happy and be successful, but he's been a constant part of my life for so long. You know, his mother and I divorced when he was just a little over a year old. And we've never had any trouble, you know, getting along and on sharing custody and all that stuff. So Blake has always come and gone as he pleased in between our two homes. And, you know, sometimes he'd be here 4 or 5 days 1 week. Sometimes he'd only come up Friday night and, you know, go home Saturday. But he's been like I said, a constant part of my life, and man, that is about to change. Okay, 55, another 330. So we've done 2 330 and 1, 2, 3 1 meg resistors. And again, this is part of the resistance circuit here. So let's get these in and get it soldered up. It looks like I have some sort of a... No, just not behaving. Why don't you want to go through there? All right, let me solder these ones in first. I'll be back in a minute. You don't have to watch all this. Okay. Let's try this one again. It's like it doesn't want to fit through that hole. And I just checked, and the hole's clean. There we go. I guess it was just a matter of finesse, and I don't have any. Just your average hairless gorilla. Anyway, this average hairless gorilla is going in for, well, I'm not going in anywhere. I'm going to have some testing done, medical testing, done this Friday morning. I've been experiencing some issues, and we'll find out what's going on hopefully in a couple days. All right, 52 and 54. 54 is the one most in the back, so we will do it next. If you're wondering what I do off camera, I'm just folding that over, kind of cutting them even, and in they go. Yeah, I know. I have absolutely no luck doing that with my hands. I thought I'd try. Problem is not my hands. It's my eyes. I'm having trouble seeing if I'm actually in those holes. No, that's what she said. Jokes, please. Alright, so we're on to 52, which should be our last one in this part. At least I hope. Although there's one more resistor sitting there. So if you're new to this, you don't know what's going on, this is just a simple DIY multimeter kit that was sent out to me by a very good friend of the channel. We call him Uncle Rob. Does Uncle Rob's Magic Flux. Guaranteed to stick. He sent this in, we're building it, and once it's done, we're going to give it away to somebody. I'll even sign it if you want. It was supposed to be done at the end of June, but, you know the saying, man plans, God laughs. So it's getting delayed now. We're going to push it back to the end of July, but as you can see, you know, we're still working on her here, getting her done. All right, so we have one more on the board here, number 56. Let's refer to the manual. Okay, 56 goes on the back side. Yeah, looks like it does. Let's see. Yep. All right, chair. Number 56. Ohio, we've done some interesting laws here recently. And unfortunately, remember, we talked about this a week or so, 2 weeks ago, about Ohio's new law that anybody can carry a gun, open carry, concealed carry. You know, you don't need a permit, as long as you're, you know, legally allowed to own a firearm. And I told you. Well, I predicted, I didn't tell you because I didn't know. I predicted that this was going to go horribly, horribly wrong. I didn't think it would go horribly wrong this fast. And my sympathies go to the poor family in Akron. where the man was shot 90 times by the police. 90 in the back, I believe, because he was carrying a handgun, as is his constitutional right, and now his right as a citizen of the state of Ohio. Man, I don't know what's going on here. This state has just absolutely lost its mind. Okay, we should now be down to the final component in this section, which is the thermistor. Oh, Mr. Thermistor. Ah, there you are, Mr. Thermistor. All right, let's get you in there and put some blue tack on you to hold you real nice like. Yeah, you can just do it like that. The flip around. Get the flip around going. All right. Now the other one. Remove the excess. And there it is. All right. Next section, or next time, will be section E, capacitance and transistor testing circuit. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And also, if you would, please consider joining my Patreon. $1 a month is the cheapest you can get in for. You can do $5 a month. Please don't do the $25. I did that for one person, and I feel bad asking anybody to send me that much money. $1 a month is fine. Help support us, keep us moving along. Things are getting expensive these days. All right, guys, that's it. I'm out. Peace.